What I like so much about the Sinch is it's foldable. Our maiden voyage. So the Sinch has 7 gears, 1 through 7. Pedaling like a regular bike, you can see my my legs kind of ghost pedaling here because I'm over pedaling the bike. So let's go to gear 2. You can feel it kicking a little bit more. Going from 10 miles, I'll be creeping up to like that 11 mile an hour mark. And you can switch those gears and pedal all the way up into gear 7. So let me go right to 7. I'm going up a slight incline and I can still pedal this bike. Obviously going up big hills or steady inclines is going to be tougher. It's a heavier bike. We're going to do a pedal assist test here. We're going to go from 1 to 5 and see where the different speeds are. So right now we're in 1 doing about 10, 11 miles an hour. In 2, we're doing 12, 13 miles an hour. In 3, we're doing 14, 15. In 4, we're doing 16, 17, 18, and then in 5 we're doing 19 and 20. So there you have it. That's out of the box. Okay, let's do a 0 to 20 throttle only test and see how many seconds it takes us to get there. 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 in like 13 to 14 seconds. I mean, that's pretty good. So we're at 7, 8 miles an hour, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it looks like it's taking us like 14 seconds. Pretty impressed with the amount of pull that this 500 watt hub motor has. Doing a real nice job of pulling me around. Let's get the bike up to that 20 mile an hour mark and slam on the brakes. So right now we're at 18, 19, 20. There it is. Wow, these tires are really soft and they do dig into the ground pretty good. 19, there it is, 20. Yeah, wow. We're at 18, 20. I'm gonna go up to this patch of grass and try to stop at the beginning of it. Right here. Okay, for mechanical disc brakes, this bike stops good. Now I'll remind you, I'm no safety expert, bike mechanic. I'm just an average guy riding an e-bike. So that's pretty much my disclaimer. Okay, I'm gonna pull over and show you some of what we have on the bike here. So what I did was, I got my side mirror on. That's a must when you're riding a bike, especially on the road. So anytime you're riding on the road, you definitely want to make sure that's the first thing you put on your bike. I put a phone mount on, and I just have my hat kind of strapped around the stem there. I'll put other accessories on, but I just want to kind of show you the look of it. So this is the Sinch, and what a fun bike. I'll tell you what, one thing that I was amazed at is zero assembly. It should say open the bike, don't assemble it. All you had to do was open up the pedals, put down the kickstand, open the bike, bring up the handlebars, and then just tighten them down. All quick release. I don't even think I needed an Allen wrench. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, riding through the grass, I feel like I'm on a BMX bike. So this thing just has, for a 500 watt motor, this thing has some serious giddy up. And just riding it through these trails, it's so impressive how this bike just hugs the road. I really feel like I'm on a BMX bike. Let's go up here, make it easy to pedal. Boy, those are some big roots. I don't want to pop my tires, so I better be careful. But talk about fun. that was fun. Boy, look at these roots. This bike just keeps going though. I'm trying to avoid them because they're sticking up like daggers. I don't want to get a flat tire. But, wow. Wow. That is just so nice. That was great. Couple things I was pretty impressed with right out of the gate is these tires. They're really soft, and it feels like they absorb the bumps very well. They're so soft, I had to get off and make sure I didn't have a flat tire a couple times. They just feel really mushy, and they absorb a lot of the little bumps, which is pretty cool because you're not feeling all those little tiny bumps that you go over. The tires do a great job of absorbing that. So we're gonna go back here. We'll do a little walk around the bike as well. Show you some of the features and what this bike has to offer. So we'll do that as well. But I'm in upstate New York. We're supposed to get a 50-degree day today. This is gonna be crazy. And I figured I'd come out and get a little ride in. And just excited to have some decent weather to ride this cinch and share the experience. So hopefully some of what you're watching is helpful to you, whether it be you're looking to purchase one or you're just trying to understand what bike is best for you. Hopefully you do get something out of these videos and you can enjoy it, if nothing else. I really have to start doing these walk around the bikes before I take the bikes out and get them all muddy and dirty. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a walk around the cinch and share with you some of the features and what this bike has to offer. The cinch comes with a 48 volt 500 watt brushless hub motor, double-sided chain guard, a Shimano Acera derailleur. This bike is equipped with a thumb throttle on the handlebars. The display on this bike is an easy-to-read backlit color display. The speed on this bike is up to 20 miles per hour out of the box. The integrated removable battery is 48 volt with 14 amp hours and it's made with LG cells. Expect the charge time to be between 4 to 5 hours with this 48 volt 14 amp hour fast charger. The range on this bike is going to be an average 40 miles. This bike is 68 pounds. The plastic foldable platform pedals are 9/16. The payload on this bike is going to be 300 pounds. The front forks have 45mm of travel with lockout. The derailleur is a Shimano Acera. Freewheel 7-speed shift leveling. The brakes are mechanical disc brakes with 180mm rotors. This bike comes with a beautiful pair of gummed sidewall 24x4" tire. The seat post is forged alloy 30.4mm with one bolt clamp. The height adjustable stem is 28.6mm with a 9-degree rise. The aluminum handlebars are 580mm wide and 25.4 millimeter in diameter. The seat clamp is a quick release. Some of my favorite hand grips, they never twist or move when riding. You can just pop the end cap off, insert a mirror, and save on valuable handlebar space. Check out the Aventon website if there are any features that are important to you that I may not have mentioned. The steering on this bike is extremely tight. I mean, you can turn any corner on this bike on a dime. I mean, you could just turn. So if I stop here and show you, I can literally take the handlebars and turn them all the way around and come back and do a 360. So that just goes to show you, you can literally turn the handlebars on a dime here. Okay, reassembling the bike is pretty simple. What we're gonna do is you're just gonna wanna open the bike back up. Make sure that these wires aren't kinked up. Close there and latch that shut. Make sure it's nice and tight. Put your kickstand down, that'll help balance the bike. So then you're gonna wanna get your handlebars up and let it lock into place there. And last but not least, your seat. I'm just gonna slide that up and clamp it down. One thing I did to make it easy was I took the battery out. It's always easier maneuvering the bike with 10 pounds less. So some of my final thoughts. This bike's a lot of fun. It rides great. The bike is comfortable to ride. Your arms are reaching out a little bit to the front of the handlebars, but when you're riding this bike, you want to be going, and I just feel like, you know, you're hitting jumps, and you just feel like you can do different stuff that you wouldn't normally do on one of the other bikes, where you're sitting in more of a completely upright position. When you're pretty upright on this, but these handlebars go straight across, so they're more kind of aggressive for riding. The bike turns on a dime. It stops extremely well, and I'm just impressed with it. I mean, I have to say, Aventon just makes a great product. So that's going to wrap this one up for the test ride on the Sinch. Hopefully you got something out of this video and it helps you make a decision on your next purchase and whether a Sinch is right for you. So until next time, like, share, and subscribe. See ya! What a blast!